Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And I get sent pictures, videos, emails, and links. And if there's anything that you guys want me to talk about in a video, just send me something in a email. My email's in the description box below, and I will get right to it. So in the comment section of my video from yesterday, I think it was, someone had wanted me to show you the crucifix that I wear. And I'll show it to you, and then I'll leave the link in the description box below of where I bought it, okay? So here's my crucifix, okay? It's just, a plain little crucifix with praying hands in the middle. Um, it wasn't very expensive, but it suits me. It fits me, because I'm just a plain Jane, and it goes with everything that I wear, I am allergic to gold, so I can't wear gold. So I generally wear everything like sterling silver, like even my wedding band, my engagement ring that I've had on for 28 years. Everything is sterling silver, or it's silver, whatever. Um, so this actually, I believe, is silver, and then it's just got black on it, I think. Oh, good Lord. So, but anyway, I will leave the link in the description box below. Next order of business is I had also talked about how, oh dear Lord, here comes Stormy. He's going to mess with my camera. How Sean and my nephew Gavin have started their own channels. Now, Sean, he went back to his roots, if you will, sheriff's office roots. And even though he's still an officer with Homeland Security, he went back to his roots of sheriff's office. And he started his channel doing like 911 calls and stuff like that. So for some reason, when I put the link in the description box below, there was no link. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin it in the comment section to Sean's channel and to my nephew Gavin's channel. Now, my nephew Gavin, he said, I'll find everything, but you have to do the videos. Oh, gee whiz, Gavin, thanks so much. So, but he wanted to do like true stories, horror stories, like, things like that. So they're all true stories of things that people actually went through. And, but it's like like the one video that I did for him was camping stories, because he loves to go camping and stuff like that. So he's like, do this. And I'm like, okay. So, but if you guys want to, please, support their channels, that would be really awesome sauce of you. And so that's it for, yeah. And it's a go for the roof. Our lawyers went after the insurance company, and I'm sure we're going to get dropped from the insurance company once we have to renew with them, which is in August, but it is what it is, right on. So the lawyer, which is Cohen Law Firm or something like Cohen or Cohen Law Firm, something like that. Anyway, they're huge here in the Tampa Bay area. Um, they are the ones that helped all of the Hurricane Ian victims to help with all of their hurricane claims. Because for some reason, all of the Hurricane Ian, everybody that was affected by Hurricane Ian, all of their claims got denied. It's like, you can't really deny those claims, but yes, they were pretty much all denied. So they helped us, and they're working on getting the permits sometime this week, and we will have a new roof. Thank God. Anyway, all right. So let's get on to what community members have sent in. Okay. Okay, so here is an email that was sent in by a community member, and it's a pretty long email, but she also sent in some pictures. And these pictures really need to be addressed, okay? Because it looks like it's a letter that was sent in by Habitat for Humanity. She said, I want to thank you for always giving me a voice. Listen, this is why I do these community intel videos. It's to give you guys a voice, okay? Because I know that a lot of you, you're not going to make videos, okay, and you're not going to start a channel, and I am going to be your voice, okay? That's why I am here, okay? She said, I love you in our community. Well, thank you, sweetheart. I love you too. She said, today I'm not good at all. Devil came knocking on my door on Saturday. Oh, well, okay. She said, I don't know when the moment was in time when people really started to lose sight of their own humanity. Yet maybe when the eclipse happened, it awoken the real beast inside those who have no soul. I am like many who are low income and work so hard for nothing. Oh, honey, it's not for nothing. It's not. She said, I make the best of my situation. So do all of my neighbors. We all have been going through personal struggles and uncontrollable challenges. Despite that, we are all hanging on and trying to survive. I'm writing you today because myself and my family, what? We're threatened, and so is my neighborhood. Jump back, girl. What? It's important I speak up and tell my story. Other families may have already been treated this way by them. If they think this method of threat works, you best believe they will do it in the future. I bought my home from Habitat for Humanity in Pinellas County. Okay. I built my home from the ground up with my bare hands. Literally, blood, sweat, and tears are all in my home. I love my home. I'm very proud of it. We all are. I worked a lot harder to get my home than the average home buyer. Yeah, I know. You literally have to work on your own home when you're building with Habitat for Humanity. It's no joke. She said, you see, many people don't understand that Habitat for Humanity has two programs. They have the charity side to pay for the materials and the land, employees, etc. Then there is the home buyer program. And it's the same process as if you were to go to the bank and get a loan yourself. The only difference is Habitat is supposed to walk you through the process and help you build the papers that you need. You have to work volunteer hours and take classes. 450 volunteer hours is what my family spent working on to get our home, but I did it. All my neighbors did it as well. We own our homes. We paid for our houses just like anyone. Habitat for Humanity does not give out free homes. You pay for it, which I pay my mortgage every single month. This is my house, and I had the CEO of Habitat for Humanity, Mike Sutton, come to my property. What? Without notice, and his coworker, Jack Shanks, to serve us a notice. They were claiming we broke our mortgage contracts because our homes were degraded. They told every neighbor something wrong with their house to serve them a notice, at the same time making everyone feel like they should be ashamed of themselves because it didn't stay as pretty as day one. What the ever loving? Mr. Sutton claimed they gave us the homes in perfect shape. That's not true. Many had mistakes in it. Most of the complaints were about the yards. We are under water restriction here in Clearwater. Yeah, everybody in the Tampa Bay area is under water restriction and can only water once a week. It hasn't rained much, and it's so hot. All the grass is getting brown. Some plants are dying. Most of us are not the most amazing gardeners. We keep it simple and we keep it clean. Our homes need pressure washing, but we're in water restrictions. We also had some homes with hurricane shutters up. Okay, well, we're coming to the point where in what, 5 days it's going to be hurricane season? So what's the big freaking deal? Hello? The homes who had it up was to protect the homes from being broken inside. One neighbor had someone try to break into their child's bedroom. What the? We have people throwing trash in our yards and the wind blowing it in. Some days people using our lawns for their animals to go potty on. Oh, girl. Not everyone picks up after their pet. We deal with typical uncontrollable stuff that homeowners deal with. It doesn't mean our homes are degraded, and not liking how someone decorates their home or arranging their plants does not count as degraded. A house needing a bath does not mean it's degraded. No home is going to stay perfect like brand new when every family makes way under $40,000 a year. Girl, if you were to see the outside of my house right now, you would be like, but you know what? Think of it as a freaking deterrent. All right? Be like, listen, I'm single, I'm a woman, and it's a deterrent. So no one would want to break into this house. See ya, bye-bye. Literally. Mr. Sutton makes over $200,000 a year plus bonuses. Nonprofit My Booty. He has the nerve to tell us how our homes look or care for. You know dang well this man hires someone to care for his yard. Mr. Sutton doesn't even have the guts to serve any of us the notice himself or talk with us about degrading us. He kept talking to the neighbors, stating that the mayor of Clearwater had problems with all of our homes. The mayor doesn't have problems with your homes. He's got bigger fish to fry. He don't care. Who cares what the mayor thinks? One neighbor said Mike told them that the mayor drives past our homes every day and he has a problem with how they are kept. That's a lie. That's a lie. He doesn't know how our yards look. He shamed another neighbor for one of her plants dying and having a dog print on the door. He told that neighbor that their yard was an embarrassment to the mayor. Every neighbor had a pattern. They got served an unlawful notice and they were shamed for one thing they didn't like on their property. Then Mike Sutton going off on your property, not being perfect and acting like you are disgusting for it. How dare we have weeds in the yard? I got weeds. So what? I don't even have grass. I have weeds. Okay? Big common factor that raised attention in our minds was he kept talking about the mayor. Is the mayor involved in this scam? No. The mayor has nothing to do with this. The mayor does not drive by your house and inspect. He doesn't care. You know what? Call the mayor's office. Speak to the secretary and be like, what's really going on? Is this true? And I can guarantee you she'll be like, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Okay? Are we seeing abuse of power in our local government with another new mayor? We are definitely seeing abuse of power in charity. This is overstepping in so many ways. Yet another neighbor told me when she told Mike and Jack, screw the mayor, Jack said it was really the board who won't give us funding and land to build more homes. That neighbor has camera footage of the moment they were serving them. They told them that the way our homes looked, we were hurting their business in the long run. If our homes determine what funding they get from the city, then we got bigger problems than. No, you want to know what? You want to know what hurt them the most? I'll tell you what hurt Habitat for Humanity the most was when they got scammed. Okay, when they got scammed by Gypsy Rose Blanchard's mother back at all those years ago. Okay, when they got scammed by her, they built her a house that she didn't have to pay for, first of all. Okay, because, oh, look at my poor daughter. She can't even walk. She's disabled, this, that, and the other. And the kid didn't even need a wheelchair to walk. Okay, she was fine. Okay, and then her daughter's boyfriend ended up doing what he did. Okay, and Gypsy ended up being in prison for 8.5 years or whatever the hell it was. So that's what hurt their reputation because they don't vet. Okay. And she gave them a sob story how they were Hurricane Katrina, whatever, and this, that, and the other. That's what hurt them. It's not because your lawn isn't fucking green and you got weeds and your plant isn't looking good and this, that, and the other. It has nothing to do with that. No, no, no. I'm sorry, but no. She said if our homes determined what funding they get from the city, then we got bigger problems than us. They're acting like they own the property and they don't. They do not have say in our properties. They are our investments, not theirs. They treated the single moms different than the families with men. Okay. We have families who experience domestic violence and SA. Oh, many were so upset and triggered from the experience. You know what? I would have called the sheriff's office. I would have. I would have been like, there's a guy here, two guys here knocking on my door, and I don't know who they are, and I'm afraid. That's it. That's it. She said, I was crying for 4 days myself. I shared I was an SA survivor myself. Girl, so am I. So am I. Call the sheriff's office. If they come back, call the sheriff's office and tell them I am an SA survivor. There are two men at my door. They are knocking on my door. I am scared. Do you want to talk about they will be surrounded? Okay. She said, when you are talked to like the way that we were, you cannot. Even many of the kids were triggered. One child was scared they were going to take her. Another was crying and scared they were going to jail. Jack tried to sound like he was our friend and they weren't threatening us, but the letter states differently. Habitat has many single moms, special needs, and foreign families. Yes, I know they do. Everyone worked to the bone. I and other neighbors contacted code enforcement to see if we had violations we didn't know about. Not a single property had a violation, and the inspector came to look by and took pictures of our properties. He said, as far as the city goes, we're all good to go. Then you know what? You have nothing to worry about. Nothing. Even if you were to go talk to a lawyer that does like free consultations and stuff like that, I can almost guarantee you he would tell you the same thing. Okay. Inspector said it's some kind of a scam and he reached out to the next person to investigate the matter. I hope they do investigate it. Habitat for Humanity is an amazing concept, but it has been run by people who treat others with respect. I and my neighbors pay Mr. Sutton and Mr. Shank's salary when we pay our mortgage. Who's your mortgage through? Get the paperwork from the bank. I also pay the mayor's salary with my taxes. They work for us. The mayor has nothing to do with this. I'm telling you right now, he has nothing to do with it. Nothing. They treat all of us like it was the other way around. Mike was acting like the mayor is some kind of a king. He's not. We don't know what's going on, but something is really wrong. The notice is not legal that they gave us. Please read the notice so everyone can hear. Oh, you know me better than that. It's attached at the bottom. So first off, it doesn't have my legal name. No worries. It's addressed to the street in front of me. Second, they cherry picked a paragraph from the mortgage to fit their scam, but it states my mortgage. They must notify me when any inspections are going to take place. We were never notified of them coming. They also never stated on the notice what made our homes degraded or the details in which we were breaking our contracts. It didn't have a resolution or time frame of how long we had to bring it to code because there's nothing to bring to code. If you had to bring anything to code, it would be a list that code enforcement would give you, not anything that Habitat for Humanity would give you. Okay, a dead plant is nothing. You could throw that in the garbage. Okay, you cannot threaten another either. They verbally stated something for each family to do, but they must show it in writing when serving a notice. Not only is this abuse of power, but some of the requests were they told one neighbor to replace the grass. They can't do that. They can't do that unless for literally for some reason when they built the houses they laid astroturf, which is against the law, by the way, in the state of Florida. They cannot tell you to replace your grass. That's like Wells Fargo, who I have my mortgage through, coming here and saying, you know what, I don't like the grass, you got to replace it. I would have been like, give me money then. I can't afford pallets and pallets of sod. Who the hell are you? Who are you? Or you know what, go get me some bags of grass seed. How about that? They can't tell you to do that. They're not allowed. They are not the homeowner. It is up to you. They're not allowed. That's it. She said another neighbor, they told another neighbor to plant more flowers and another neighbor to pressure wash the house. They can't tell you to do that. They're not allowed. Unless, I mean, does it specifically say in the contract, and I would take that contract to a lawyer or to your mortgage holder and say, is this legal? And I can tell you right now, they're going to say, absolutely not. Take down the lights, paint a porch, crazy demands that they cannot legally enforce. It's our home. We have the right to have our homes looking the way that we like. They want us to be cookie cutter, but that's not, there's no such thing as cookie cutter anymore. It's called survival. All right. We are not in an HOA. We have a neighborhood association, which they are supposed to notify them before coming on matters like this. Only the city can come and address code violations if there are any. If you have a Habitat home, the second you sign the mortgage, you are going to follow the city and county laws and codes. But that's different. That's city, that's county. That's not Habitat for Humanity. Once you have that mortgage, Habitat for Humanity is non-existent in your life anymore. Okay, that's like when I built my house. Okay, the builder built the house, but once I moved in and I started paying my mortgage, that's like the builder coming back and saying, I don't like the way you're doing this. I built this house. And do you own it? Do you pay the mortgage? Do you pay the electric bill? Do you pay the water bill? No, you pay nothing. You move on. Go build another freaking house. Leave me the hell alone. Okay? Same thing. Same thing. I don't care if it's charitable or not. Same thing. Okay? She said, if you have HOA, it's the same thing. Right. But HOA, that's HOA, you actually pay a fee for an HOA. You are willingly moving into a community where you like that kind of structure. And who the hell does? I know I don't. Habitat just takes the money from your mortgage to pay them, the principal, the city, your taxes, the homeowner's insurance. They do handle HOAs, but it's an escrow account. They will handle warranty issues with your home, but that depends on how long you live on the property. Most of us have been here for 6 years, so warranty is no longer valid for us on certain things. We are on our own with the repairs. If this happens to you, then you report it to code enforcement in your area, seek legal counseling. File complaints with Habitat because they have a corporate office. Do not allow anyone to scam you, and this is a scam. We just don't understand what kind. Did the mayor send them? No, he has nothing to do with this. I'm trying to tell you that. All Mike talked about was the mayor. It's called trying to catch clout. That's all that is. Trying to have a leg to stand on, which he doesn't have one. She said, I'm still trying to search how to handle this matter. The fear tactic is not going to work. They did not expect us all to talk and work together, but we have a lot of mama bears that found a threat. And you know what that means. Oh, of course. I don't know when Habitat for Humanity lost their humanity, but right now Mike Sutton is running it. It's gone. They kept blaming us for the loss of their business. I think they need to go look in the mirror. A lot of people don't know what happened behind the scenes working for Habitat. Most employees left because of the pressure and the abuse. Now they are turning on homeowners. We have rights and they violated them. I say they are in the breach of contract. Any advice on what we should do? Yeah, like I said, go talk to a lawyer that does free consultations. Take your contract that they gave you, that bogus contract, take it to the lawyer for free consultation. Take it to your mortgage holder and see if it holds water, because I guarantee you it does not. I guarantee you it does not. And also call the mayor's office. And I guarantee you they're going to say, I don't know what you're talking about. I literally think this Mike Sutton and this Jack guy, they were just throwing this mayor's name around to try and have a leg to stand on, which they don't have a leg to stand on. They really don't. Because like I said, Habitat for Humanity, they are a home builder. Okay, it's the same thing. Like I'm sure you've, because you live here in the Tampa Bay area, I'm sure you've heard of the home builder Miranda. Okay, Miranda actually is one of the worst home builders here in the Tampa Bay area. I do not have a Miranda home. Thank God I opted to stay away from them because they're so terrible. When Miranda builds a house, okay, it's the same thing as Habitat for Humanity, okay, but it's just not charity, okay? Once they build your house and you move in and you start paying that mortgage, they can't come back and say, I don't like the way you planted flowers. I don't like the way you painted the house. I don't like the way you arranged your furniture. Guess what, guy? It does not flip-flop and matter. I own this house. Okay? Same thing goes for Habitat for Humanity. They are not allowed to come back 6 years later because you've been living in your house 6 years. They're not allowed to come back and say, you got a dead plant. Your house is degraded. I would have said, you know what? Taking the dead plant, said, here you go. Happy Father's Day. Get the hell out of here. They are not allowed to come back and threaten you and give you a letter and say anything. I would have crumbled up the letter and threw it in their face. Get the fuck out of here. You are not allowed to say anything. You are not allowed to come back on my property. And if they do come back, call the cops. I'm not playing. Call the cops and say, there's two men at my front door. I don't know who they are. They're banging on my door. I'm scared. Click. Okay? And no, that's not filing a false police report either. Because there are two men at your door. They are knocking on your door and you are scared. Why? Because you are a survivor of SA. Point blank, period. It's exactly what I would do. So she said, let's see, this is crazy. You know, it made us feel better when the inspector said all of our homes look good, especially that's who they were threatening to call. I guess they didn't expect us to call on our own. You know, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. When you make over $100,000 a year, you can afford to keep things perfect. I have to work, care for my family, and mow my own lawn. I have to do my own repairs and save to fix or update things because I can't afford it right away. Who the hell can? You think I could afford to fix my roof on my own? Do you know how much they're charging to fix my roof? $26,000 for a shingle roof. $26,000. Okay, who's got that laying around? Not me. All right. So she said, I have to sacrifice something when emergencies come up. I've gone without food to feed my child, to pay for things. I'm financially barely hanging on. My neighbors are too. They didn't care about how we were. They just wanted their demands made and their pockets kept full no matter how they got it. They don't care about how they're treating us. I'm so tired of the haves telling the have-nots what to do. So you know what? Now you start telling them what to do and see how they freaking like it. She said, I'm tired of CEO and politicians thinking they can do whatever they want to us and get away with it. We all matter and we're all worth more than what we get. So now let's look at the letters. Okay, so the letter says the purpose of this letter is to notify you that your property has been determined to be in a degraded state and in violation of your mortgage contract. Habitat for Humanity built and sold your home to you in partnership with you. Your portion of this partnership is to pay your mortgage payment and maintain your home and property in a clean and upkept condition. Okay, which you have. You pay your mortgage, right? You maintain your property, right? You just told me that you mow your own lawn. So what the hell more do they want? You keep it clean, right? I know you do, and it's kept up. What more do they want? Why? Because you have a dead plant on your front on your porch? Who gives a shit? She said, it says per your mortgage agreement, borrowers will not destroy, damage, or impair the property. Did you break your window again? Huh? Did you bust that front door in again? What's wrong with you? Come on. Allow the property to deteriorate or commit waste on the property. Did you not take the trash to the curb again, like I told you to? I mean, this is what they're literally trying to say, that you are a hoarder. You got trash piled up all over the place. I mean, come on. Whether or not borrower is residing on the property, borrower shall maintain the property in order to prevent the property from deteriorating or decreasing in value due to its condition. Further, it states lender or its agent may make responsible entries upon an inspecting of the property. They cannot come into your home. Only code enforcement can, with a reasonable reason. Okay. Your mortgage company, they can't even come into your home. Now your homeowner's insurance policy, the agents, they can come into your home, but only if you file a claim. So yeah. The language used in your mortgage is stated or standard and is designed to protect the investment lenders make when making loans. Okay, well, the loan was already made in the very beginning 6 years ago. So now they have no reason at all whatsoever to come into your home. So this is a lie. As the homeowner or borrower, you are under obligation to maintain your home in good order. Please accept this letter as a notice that should your property not be immediately improved and restored, code enforcement will be notified to the violation. Please take immediate action. Okay, well, you called code enforcement on your own. So gotcha. Okay. You called them on their bluff. You called them out. So let's see what their rebuttal is. Email me with their rebuttal, please. I am dying to hear this. Here's a letter. Okay, so here is an email from a community member. She said, you said that some pizza crusts are made from cauliflower. This is something cardiac patients should be reading the letters for. My cardiologist says no cauliflower, ginger, salt, kale, curry, garlic. How the heck do you cook without garlic? It's not easy. Please read labels for foods you are not supposed to eat. I would never have thought that pizza crust could be made with cauliflower. Yes, it can, and it's extremely delish. Yeah. And here's an email from a community member. She said, my in-laws are moving out of state from Oregon to Georgia. They're in their 70s and the cost of living has got to be too much for them. Join the crowd. So they are taking what they can to fit into the U-Haul. They are giving us their canned green beans and tomatoes. The dates on them go back as far as 2009. I'm scared to eat them. Don't be. Don't be. Why would you be afraid? She said, how long is too long for something like that to be safely eaten? Okay, is it canned or is it pressure canned? Pressure canned home good. Yeah, no, don't be. Don't be. Community member, honey, I'm going to say your name, Nancy. Answer this question for her, babe. Okay, Nancy, she's a good friend of mine. She's also a community member, and I just talked to her on the phone the other night. She's been opening up pressure canned goods from 10 years ago. Okay. Plus, a lot of us go by what LDS says. Okay. And LDS, pressure canned goods have an indefinite shelf life. Okay. So I wouldn't worry about it. Okay. Pop the top, smell it. Does it smell like a green bean? Does it smell like a tomato? All right. I wouldn't really worry about it. Okay. I go by LDS standards. I have pressure canned food from 5 years ago. I'm still popping tops and I'm eating it. Okay. I wouldn't worry about it. Okay. I go by what LDS says. And if they say it's indefinite, then it's indefinite. Okay. And they're still going. You know what I mean? They don't get sick. They're still going. She said, do you follow the same rules as store bought items? Really, with store bought items like tin can stuff, generally with them, I add like another like 2-3 years onto their Best Buy dates, that type of thing. Yeah. She said, I checked online. It says 1 to 2 years, several years after many years is several years. Yeah, about 2-3 years for store bought. Yeah, but like I said, with pressure can stuff, I go by indefinite. I really do. She said they are giving us store bought canned goods, etc. Some are as old as 2014. Okay, that's 10 years. Uh, uh, I would be a little leery about that. 10 years. Uh, some of my more experienced pantry owners, ladies, gentlemen, please speak up. Okay. Great reminder to rotate. We don't all want to throw away food, but how old is too old? For store bought canned food, I think 10 years is for pressure canned, indefinite, but for store bought canned, they are giving us a chest freezer, one of the smaller ones. So now we have two of them. We're so grateful and blessed to have all that's coming our way. Yeah, no kidding. She said, our spare bedroom has been our pantry since 2020. It's pretty much maxed to the space, wise for shelves against the wall. Now we have to put a chest freezer in there. Don't you have a garage? I have mine in the garage. We don't have, oh, you don't have a garage. It's just answer my own fucking question. Oh, it shows where my mom brain is, huh? She said to either have the chest freezers. We have one we have for several years in the kitchen. I don't have room in my kitchen. No. We are getting two of the smaller size chest drawers. I'm going to upgrade from a flimsy metal shelf and a microwave cart. I'm going to put things like the packets of gravy, Ziploc bags, and things of that nature and small enough to fit in the drawers to make room on the shelves for food coming our way. She's also giving us her canning jars, lids, rings, and canners. Damn. Pretty soon we will only have a tiny walkway in the bedroom. This is a great thing to be able to accomplish these days. Yeah, no shit. Oh my God. That's awesome sauce, though. But listen, with the store bought canned food, 10 years is a little too long for me. It's a little too long for me. I would only go out maybe 2 to 3 years from Best Buy date. But that's just me, okay? Other people might be like, it's all right. But that, I'm a little weird, okay? But maybe some of our more experienced pantry owners can chime in, okay? And now for a commercial break. Yeah, this is a good one. So here's something that a community member bought, and I'm going to put a picture up for you, okay? And she said she got these because she likes to put them in her blankets, and they are, hang on, they are like heat, air activated body warmer, and they're called heat packs. And you just open the package and they heat up in a few minutes and they provide continuous warmth. So I'm going to put up the picture and then I'm going to leave the link in the description box below for you guys. Okay. Okay, so here is an email from a community member, and she said this has to do with our electric bills. She said, your electric bill, please take note and act on this. The following information with a link to the proposed increase will unfortunately, which unfortunately was broken, was sent to ARP members with a call to action to oppose the proposed increases. This affects everyone, not just older citizens. Here is the message from ARP. Duke Energy wants to raise your monthly electric bill. Fantastic. Your household expenses are at stake, and we need your immediate action to fight back. They are seeking approval for an $820 million increase from the Florida Public Service Commission. Here's what Duke is asking: raise rates by 27% over the next 3 years, because we don't pay enough, right? This is a $16.48 per month increase in 2025 alone. Increase their guaranteed profit to 11.5%, well above the national average of 9.71%. Add $2.56 more to the $30 per month fixed customer charge, which is unrelated to the electric usage. This rate hike will burden households already struggling with rising costs. Together, we can push back. The link will be in the description box below, okay, for all of Florida residents. Here's a link to contact them. I urge everyone to take action on this and pass information on to other Florida residents now. I don't know about you, but I can't afford higher electric bills. Who the hell can? Who the hell can? Okay, I just got last month's electric bill. Last month was $130. You want to know what this month's was? $190. It jumped. Boom. Just like that. Just like that. And I'm like, what the hell? Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. Okay, so here is an email from a community member. She said, this is regarding gluten and digestive issues. Please look into the carrageenan as well. YouTube took my comment down. Oh, that's a fucking surprise. As soon as I posted about it, which is not the first time, I've attempted to warn of carrageenan in our food. That could be causing digestive issues as well. Okay, I'm going to have to tell Gavin about that. Okay, hang on just a minute. Okay, she said this was her original comment. Carrageenan is a food additive extracted from red seaweed. Okay. Okay, I will leave that link in the description box below for you guys, okay? So don't worry. So, especially for my best friend in the UK, all right? All right, guys, that's all for this video. All right, I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.